Hey guys, so let's jump into it here. This video is all about routers, the internet, ecosystems, and how that all works together inside your bus conversion or your RV or your van conversion, how you bring that all together. So why is having a router so important? Why wouldn't you just, however you're getting your internet? So let's actually talk about that first. So you're either getting your internet from the Starlink, you're tethering, you're using the hotspot, um, you're using a public or private Wi-Fi, or maybe a 5G modem. But regardless, if you have a number of devices we'll call it in your bus, connecting each one of those individually to the internet source is tedious. And every time you move another location and you have a different internet source, then you've got to reconfigure your devices, right? I use the GLNet Slate 7 mobile router, and that thing does a lot of work. It is a quad core processor. It's got big memory. It is super small. I'll show you here. Allows you to connect to an internet source, whether it be tethering, whether it be Starlink, whether it be Wi-Fi, whether it be a hotspot on your phone, whether it be a 5G modem. It doesn't matter. So you connect all of your devices inside your dwelling to the router, and that's it. It's permanent. Your phone, everything, your iPad, your computer, anything that connects to Wi-Fi. So in my bus, I have over 35 connected devices, 10 cameras, 2 iPhones, 1 iPad, 3 HVAC appliances, 10 lights, a refrigerator, a desktop computer, a television, Apple Watch, a Tapo hub, Apple TV hub, Starlink, Wi-Fi power outlets, and there's more devices. Imagine if I had to somehow connect all those to an external Wi-Fi, or if you're always on Starlink and that's all you use, then Starlink has its own router, and you can just configure that router to manage all your devices. But for many of us, we don't use our Starlink all the time. We use different, whether we're connecting to a neighbor's Wi-Fi, or we're connecting to some sort of other Wi-Fi, or we're hotspotting off of our phone, tethering, or in other cases, we're just jumping right on our Starlink. So having a Slate 7 router is really the only way to go. So especially if you have as many connected devices as I do. So as far as making a smart bus, smart RV, smart home, smart van, there's what's considered to be ecosystems. So whether you're in Apple ecosystem, or Google Home, Alexa, Tapo, all of these different ecosystems. Well, there's a new technology. It's called Matter, Matter, and it allows you to create a bridge if you have a hub that supports Matter. So let's say you had an all Apple ecosystem. You have Siri, you have all these other devices that are designed to connect to the Apple ecosystem, but then you also have devices from another ecosystem, but you want them all to be able to communicate and talk to each other. Well, then you need a bridge, and that bridge comes through the way of Matter. And so Matter certified devices allow you to create a bridge and bind different ecosystems together. I know that's a little bit much. I can go into more detail later, but suffice it to say, you don't always have to have, you can have multiple different ecosystems inside your bus. So I have a couple different hubs. I have the Tapo hub, which is also local storage for the camera system, as well as managing cloud storage. It also has built-in bridge, so you can bind it, your Tapo ecosystem, over to, in my case, to the Apple ecosystem, and then it allows you, to use your iPad or your phone, and this is all the same for the Android side, but it's just different, right? But it's the same. Uh, you can create shortcuts. You can, for example, um, Siri, color 2. So the lights in here just turned a nice soft white light. And Siri, turn off Apple TV. So the Apple TV in the other room just turned off. Siri, fan on.
Okay.
So the whole bus is interconnected, so it doesn't really matter what ecosystem your device is on, as long as they're bridged together through a hub. You can communicate equally to all of the other devices, all the devices. Siri, fan off. Anyway, so in the end of the day, without a router, I couldn't. The router is really the glue that glues my entire private network together. So when you create a private network inside your home, regardless of whether that's a bus or an RV or a van, if you create your own private network and all of your devices connect to that private network, then all that's left is to connect that private network to the internet. And that's just one connection, and all of your stuff goes live. So it's a heck of a lot better than connecting individual devices to an internet source. So the routers is really key to making a smart bus, smart RV, smart van, and having all of those creature comforts and luxuries. From anywhere in the bus, I can pretty much control most of the things through voice commands or remote switches or things of that nature, or even applications on my devices. Well, if you have any questions, leave me a comment or something, or reach out to me somehow. And but hopefully that helps you understand why I use a router and what it allows me to do. Um, and honestly, I looked at a lot of different options for routers, and there aren't a lot of choices, uh, which is really odd. So that GLNet Slate 7 is the only one I could find to buy. Anyway, thank you for stopping by, checking out my video, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.